The EFF has a great surveillance self-defense site, and they have a great post on attending a protest and how to protect yourself from surveillance there, and I wanted to go over the highlights of it. I don't usually talk a lot about these kinds of things because it's not quite in my area of expertise, but the EFF has a good history in providing great advice here, and all their advice here seems really sound to me. So I wanted to go through kind of the highlights, but it's definitely worth a read, and I'll drop the link to the post in the comments. First up is make sure your phone has encryption turned on. If you have a phone from the last couple of years, it almost certainly has it by default, but worth double checking. If you have a biometric unlock set up, disable it. This part of the law is still in flux, but that will probably put you on a stronger legal foothold for denying a search of the device. Next, they have one of my standard pieces of advice, which is install Signal. Use that for messaging for end-to-end encryption. Use it for as much as you can. It is a great end-to-end encrypted protocol with the network maintained by a non-profit that keeps as little of your metadata as is realistically possible. Back up your data. If your device gets confiscated and you can't get it back or can't get it back quickly, you'll want that data, and you'll also want it to be encrypted if it's being backed up somewhere you don't control. In fact, if your state allows it, buy a prepaid disposable phone with cash and without showing an ID. That way you won't be taking pretty much any of your data when you go somewhere. Be aware when you're dressing yourself. Dress with things that are going to be similar to things that other people will be wearing. Darker colors, although be cautious around cars and stuff. In addition to being good for your health, especially in like a dense crowd, get a nondescript N95 mask, and that'll also help against a lot of facial recognition. If you've got unique hair or piercings or tattoos, try to cover that up as much as you can, because that can be as identifiable as faces. If you're going to take pictures and you can't use a point and shoot, and you're going to use your phone, probably open the camera without actually unlocking the phone, which all modern phones will let you do. If you're going to post the photos anywhere, make sure you scrub any metadata to make them as unidentifiable as possible. Be aware when you're going to and from the protest about license plate scanners and trackable forms of payment if you're using public transit. If you are taking a phone, make sure to disable all of the location tracking settings that you can. Fake cell towers like Stingrays that force you to connect to them and intercept your calls and texts work via 2G, so disabling 2G on your phone can prevent that. They also have some good advice on there for what to do if you get arrested or have your devices confiscated. And so I'll drop that link in the comments. It's a good read. They also have a printable version so you can take this with you to a protest. And remember, guides like this are good, but aren't comprehensive and can't cover every conceivable threat model. So to be thoughtful and err on the side of caution where you can. Follow me for more stuff on tech ethics, privacy, and security.